everyone. Welcome to Nerds of Legend. My name is Brian. I'm here with my friends, as always, Ben and Joel.
Hello.
Today we are talking about the Monster Manual, Smash or Pass. Before we get into things, I want to go ahead and cover a couple of ground rules real quick here. First and foremost, because we are talking about Smash or Pass, I want to remind everyone that this is a mature topic, and therefore if you are underage or if for any reason you have an aversion to such things, I recommend that maybe you go ahead and skip this episode, but you can watch plenty of our other episodes about Talk Nerdy to Us, about D&D, and so on and so forth on both our YouTube channel, but we also have our podcast set up as well, which you can find on pretty much anywhere that you get your podcasts, including Spotify, iTunes, so on and so forth. So, with that being said, another ground rule I wanted to really quickly cover here is we're talking about the Monster Manual, which means that we're talking about things that have arguable levels of intelligence. So what we're going to do for the purposes of this game is we're going to assume that everything in here, whether it's an ooze, an undead, an animated object, all of these things in the Monster Manual have minimum intelligence to meet the standards of like your average human sort of thing. So we're going to assume that all of them are aware enough to consent. The second rule being that all of them absolutely consent to this interaction. Whatever's going on, whatever you do with these things, they are 100% down. You know what I'm saying? They are all about it. The third rule is that we're also going to assume, for the purposes of our more of an ethical conversation, that all of these things are at a level in which, in their development, that they can actually consent to things. We're not talking about any young dragons or wormlings here. We're talking adult dragons.
And also, I believe the other caveat that I would like to present is that these monsters, since they are consenting and are down, are not going to actively attempt harm upon us. Also, that our character would be able to have the time to prepare, so to speak, for that interaction.
Well, here's the thing, Ben, and I've been giving this some thought, and there is no reward without risk. So here's what's going to happen on that. All of these things are, again, 100% on board with this interaction. That doesn't mean that we substitute their different abilities and whatnot. So what we're going to say is, if you're looking at that beholder and you're saying to yourself, okay, I could roll with that sort of thing, I might have you roll a check to whether or not you can be prepared. And the thing that you might have to then decide is, well, wait a second. If I say yes to this interaction and then don't roll really good, do I want to see what a disappointed beholder looks like?
That is how I am doing it. Since I have yet to look at any part of the Monster Manual and be like, totally tear it up. We will be letting the gods of chance make my decision whether I am in the mood for smashing and my level of proficiency of said smashed ability.
All right. Ooh, is this for me, Brian?
We get an image. Oh, also, question. Do certain character abilities, do they come into play? Like a changeling, can it come in and be like, hey, guess who looks exactly like so-and-so?
That's a cop-out.
No, I'm just wondering.
Changeling is a cop-out.
No, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of creatures have the ability to shapeshift. Are we taking them in their base form, or are you like, hey, this one comes in, looks like this, and like, surprise, bitch, I'm a mimic! And you're like, oh no!
A mimic can absolutely look like anything, including a fleshlight. So, here's the thing.
Oh, God.
This is why
absolutely, we are taking in shape change into our accountability as far as like if a succubus can become something else, then I mean, there's no reason why they wouldn't. You just be all like, hey, I'm just gonna try something a little different tonight.
Just a floating pair of boobies. I don't know what's going on.
All right, and
all right. Well, that's a very weird topic. Let's get it on the road.
Oh yeah, we are 100% ready for this shit. Okay,
you are 100% ready. I am still curious as to how it will play out.
Well, okay, we'll start with our first monster, the Aarakocra. This thing is a bird creature.
We're fighting on alphabetically, aren't we?
Now, wait, hold on. You gotta like let me
trust the process.
Start bird person, go.
Bird person. Now, bird person, not a full bird. I mean, it's fairly bird-like, but you'll notice that like it's got wings on its back as opposed to like wings that are set in its arms. You know what I'm saying? So it's got human qualities, but also bird qualities. So how do you know this thing doesn't have a sweet bird
vagina?
Fill in the blank.
Oh my god!
Are you looking for the bussy? Are you looking for the bird?
I'm looking for why my monster manual on D&D Beyond is 100% in Italian.
Well, you can see that I've gone ahead and cast my screen, which shows the monster manual.
Oh no, I have it up too, but my monster manual defaults to Italian.
That's weird.
Yeah, I know. It was very strange.
Smash.
She's starting right out of the gate. Like, I'm not feeling it.
Why not? You could fly through the air with the great. They could fly you through the air while you're rigorously pumping.
No, you cannot. Nope. It has an average strength of 10. It cannot fly through the
air. It does have an average strength of 10, but you'll also notice that it can summon air elementals.
See how that's working? Feel like that's the fastest way to like an air elemental revolt. Be like, you're here to do my bidding. Shut its dick. Elemental thing. No, I will not do that. I'm going to do a hard pass on that. But let's see what the gods of choice are.
I mean, I'm just saying. Have you seen
air elementals do not do it for me?
I mean, have you seen like the eagle mating thing? I feel like it'd be great to be plummeting towards the earth and while going at it. And
I know. I don't know what you're drinking today that gives you the ability to be able to bang while plummeting to your death. But that's instant placidity for Jamal here.
You know what it is? Trust in my partner that they are going to pull us out of that death dive.
So, I don't know the scenario in which you met this Aarakocra in order to have built up such a level of trust that you know you can go at it in the skies and fall straight to the ground and he's not going to kill you, or she, depending on your preference. Like, is this like a scenario you've been working in your brain for a long period of time?
I mean, obviously, and those feathers have to be so soft.
Everything is absolutely 100% willing. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but Ben's reasoning was to do eagle sex, fly straight up in the air, plummet to the ground, at all the velocity that gravity gives you, which I don't remember exactly what it is. 9.86 meters per second or some shit like that. So he's plummeting, maintaining maximum penile turgidity, and still going to work, and then not die. That's what I'm thinking to myself. No, the minute I feel the air rush by me, it's complete placidity.
And I just don't think you're willing to take acceptable risks. Joel.
I-
I mean, Brian, if you want, I'll roll for it to see if my Eric Cocker cares enough to pull us out of that death dive.
Well, okay, this thing does have dive attack. You look into the monster manual, that is its special ability, dive attack. So I think that's 100% plausible.
Oh, so what? But no, I just want to go back to Ben's plan. He's willing to roll to see if he disappoints this Eric Hooker.
I'm not saying it's about disappointment. I'm saying with whether I'm saying
words.
I'm saying if I have enough trust in this guy, this person,
Yeah, but what
to
if
let
you
me.
deliver such a mediocre bang game? He's like, I'm ending both of us.
I mean, if I go flaccid, then like you, then obviously I'm gonna get left to go splat. But if we're talking like someone and I'm doing a good job, I mean they might save it so that we can finish the job.
So you all right? I'm curious for you to roll and see if you are able to deliver the goods.
What's my roll and modifier, Brian? Or is it just straight D20?
I'm gonna give you a straight D20, and I'm gonna have to like roll, against you to see exactly, So go ahead.
Fuck.
Oh my god, I love the rolling because it's great because all of your story.
16 flat.
Okay, you are able to satisfy.
Pull the 7.
We pull out of the death dive and head off into the sunset.
And restart Rick and Morty season 5. Ben, what do you eat for dinner? Bird dick.
We're moving right along now. We're going from the aboleth. Now, okay, I know what you're thinking. Joel. All right,
Oh,
giant fish monster, right? First and foremost, not actually fish monster. It's amphibious.
well, sweet.
Next, I gotta say, this thing
Psychic.
fucking psychic.
Yeah.
So it knows exactly how to please.
It has a legendary action. It has a legendary action for psychic drain. Yeah, it does.
Yeah, well, it charms you. So if it's in the mood, I am 100% gonna have to be like psychic fleshlight. And in the mood, I'm gonna hope those teeth aren't grinding.
Well, see, okay.
And we're gonna have to say.
I'm just gonna go ahead and point out mucus clouds. So like perfect for lubrication.
And now taking the caveat of everything is willing, and then adding to it, knowing that that Aboleths get what they want, and they give no fucks, and they psychic, and one of their abilities is charm. So, taking into character, it is a living fleshlight that makes you do what it wants. I don't think you have an option but to smash.
So I think,
okay. Here's the thing. You do have the option to smash or pass, but if you're into that kind of like kink, you know what I'm saying? If you got like a little BDSM, this thing does have enslave. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. It's got a lot of stuff that if it's in the mood, it's going to happen. Remember,
so what you're suggesting is
this thing respects consent. Okay, all these things they respect your consent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. I don't think an aboleth does. It's lawful evil. It gets what it's want. It'll make you think you're consenting.
It's lawful evil, which means that it absolutely...
I'll play a long game to make you think you consented.
I mean, no. This thing will absolutely have... Like, if you consent to this thing, it is gonna be that crazy ex-girlfriend who is gonna be, like, a fucking nightmare to deal with. But it does respect your consent.
So it's going to badger you into saying yes, and then when you do, it's going to dominate your life. Is that what I'm understanding?
What you should be understanding from this is that
Smash.
This thing really needs your consent and won't do anything without it. But it will be a fucking nightmare when you do.
But you are.
I'm going to say...
But you are putting your dick in crazy.
Yeah, like...
We've all done that before.
I'm going to say smash.
Say it's going to, there will be some coercion into it, but I also think it will get its way. I'm going to say it's going to get the consent That might be helpful. So a little bit of charm spell and a whole lot of psychic imagery.
I mean, I would say
You look exactly like Larkin Love, weird water worm. I don't know.
I would say definitely I would need to be a paladin to avoid the mucus cloud problem.
No, you are. No, the whole caveat is we
No,
are
no.
100%.
We're talking about preparation here. I mean, maybe if I'm a paladin, I'm like, I'm immune to disease. I'll be fine with the mucus cloud. But I'm also gonna want some water breathing potions.
Well, okay, it is amphibious, so it can breathe air and water. You don't have to necessarily be in the water.
No, we're gonna be in the water.
I mean, it's going to make everything way more wet, yeah. So, I mean...
I'm going to clarify this. We are not characters in this scenario. We are Joel and or Ben in this scenario. I'm not like a level 18 bard with the ability to like sing my way into literally anything's pants. Like, I'm just Joel walking around with my straight 10 stats, some less than 10 in most. But like I'm just like, I am not in anything, like, unique. I'm just a dude walking down the street, and then an aboleth mind banged me into giving it to eat.
Okay, all right. You know what? Let me set the stage, because I mentioned preparation, okay? I mentioned preparation, which means
character
that you have
class
to...
and abilities is important.
Hold on. I mentioned preparation, which means you have to actually have access to things in D&D. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about us as nerds of legend. You know what I'm saying? We've got Joel, we've got Ben, we've got Brian. Okay, so here's the scenario I'm presenting to you. The wizard Mordekainen comes from Greyhawk, okay? He says, all right, look, I'm putting together a film. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got, he's a little down on his luck, you know what I'm saying? He just spent like a shitload of time stuck in Ravenloft, fucking mad out of his mind and whatnot. He's got to get back on that train. He's got to make some money so that he can put more, into his productions. So he's got to make a kind of quick buck, you know what I'm saying? What sells really good? Sex sells. All right, so what am I going to do? I am going to make the best motherfucking porn of all time. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to take real people, real fucking monsters, and I'm going to, make it happen.
Got it.
You're telling me that if an actual motherfucking wizard comes to you and says, look, Joel, you love D&D? I am D&D, baby.
Yeah. Does he, there's so much to this stage that can be added. Like, did he immediately make me down to want to do everything? And I have to explain why this is a good idea? Or did he just be like, Joel, you're free till 7 o'clock tonight before you have to go to work. Take it into Faerun, and you're fucking. Bang, the first thing you see, and then an aboleth's like, how you doing? And then I just jump on it. Like, there's a lot of suspension of disbelief here.
There is a lot of suspension of disbelief. Imagine Mordekainen.
I'm in the mood. Trying new stuff.
Yes, Mordekainen takes you around, right? He's looking for other cast members, you know what I'm saying? But he wants to get you on board because you're the principal member, you know what I'm saying? So he brings you into fucking Faerun, and he says to you, all right, what we're going to do, we're going to hit some of the clubs. You're going to tell me which ones you like, which ones you don't like, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get them on board, okay?
And then my follow-up question would have been like, really? The entire multiverse, this is what you picked as your star performer. But at no point are you like, Tiefling's got some big jugs. Let's go check that. Absolutely not.
And his response is,
I have a white guy from Naperville. This guy's got star material all over.
And his response is, I have clients with unusual taste. Okay.
I have clients whose favorite foods are white bread and mayonnaise. I'm like, I'm right up their alley. Favorite hobbies: reruns of Seinfeld, white bread, mayonnaise. I got it. I can be that guy.
Yeah, look, Tanning Shayna was busy at the time. Okay, so you're the next best thing. So
Right. That's it. The next best thing. You literally can navigate the multiverse with ease. And he's like, right.
Joel Brubaker, yes.
Yeah, right on. Perfect. I'm like, there's other people that exist literally all over the place. Shut up.
All right, so we're going to Angels next.
We're going to go right to Smash. Just move right on down that one. Fallen. Just, it's not a question.
Yeah, like, you're digging them?
On the ground. None of Ben's weird flying thing. On the ground, I don't trust anything to pound away on it while flying midair under its own power.
That's cool. That's cool. They're into your consent,
I'm going to say pass on this one. His musculature scares me.
They come in wounded forms, too. Have you not played Magic the Gathering? Seen Sierra's Angel?
I mean, we're just talking about D&D Monster Manual, and that is not getting me going.
So you're going to stick with the gender. I thought we assumed that, they come in different shapes.
No, I wasn't assuming gender. I'm looking at the Monster Manual. I'm saying pass.
Well, I'm going to go with if we're going with Ben's weirdness, then Diva, yes. Planetar, probably not doing a 9.5 tall dude with a giant sword. Solar, where he's also a 10.5 foot tall flaming sword super packed person.
Solar looks like he would be a gentle lover. I might be willing.
But if we're assuming that they're the race of angels and they all appeared various different visages, I would definitely be like, sure, fine. And then I don't know why the fallen ones, I seem to think probably would be a way better time.
I agree with Joel on this one. We're not going to talk about the specific picture with we're obviously using the pictures in the Monster Manual for reference.
Yeah.
But these are not necessarily the ones that
So we're assuming preferred gender.
Yes, absolutely.
Then
preferred gender.
Smash on all of them. I didn't know.
Yeah, it was implied. What, you were agreeing to, so when you said you would ban Aarakocra, that was the Aarakocra dude? You didn't even, put in, a possibility of it being,
I couldn't tell if it was a dude or a chick or not.
No, I just want, and I'm not trying to shame your agreement here, but that serious stick-wearing, Birdman, you were like, hell yeah, sprung for days off the picture in the Monster Manual?
Yeah.
That thing looks like it's pissed that people have sex in general, let alone being down to bang you.
I mean, if we're assuming preferred gender, then yes, I'm gonna smash on all these angels.
I thought that was a given.
I was not one of the set ground rules, so now it is.
So much more.
All right. So here's the thing, Mordekainen, he's into this. He's fucking he wants to get you what you need, right? So while some things aren't necessarily going to have a gender, you know what I'm saying? The aboleth is not going to have a gender, but angels, it's they come in all sorts of different forms. So he's going to be like, how about that angel? No, you don't like that angel? Okay, you prefer that angel. Okay, you got a gender. No problem. It's cool.
I will definitely go with a 9.5 foot tall Amazon woman with wings.
It's fuck
Give me
that.
all of that.
Greatest bird person.
Okay, well then how about this one? How does an animated suit of armor do it for you?
Ooh.
Hey, I'll get in it.
This is the first one that I've been no, because I don't see that there's a way.
See, now this is where we differ, because I 100% would be like, I'll get in it, and I will get in that armor full body.
Yeah, but will you be able to be pleasured by said armor? There's a lot of spikes on that thing.
Not on the inside. That's meant to be worn, baby.
Yeah, but how are you going to get off in it? I'm going to pass on this one. We're smashing or passing. I'm not going to get off in that thing.
He didn't say smash or pass and make sure you finish. No, but I did get in it. And I'll stay in it for a while. And we'll go on adventures together.
I'm going to pass.
Tell you what, Ben, if because we're talking about animated objects here, if the armor ain't doing it for you, how about some rug of smothering?
Rug, yes. Sword, no.
So you'll go for the rug burn, but not for the emptying yourself in the armor. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go to completion We're just talking the entire act of getting inside the animated armor. I'm down for that.
All right, moving on.
No,
Moving on.
you're getting weirded out by being in the armor?
No, not weirded out. I'm just done with this one.
There is no erotic behavior in the armor. I'm just in it, which I think, in the terms of this, definitely will count as a smash. But
So this
I
one-
will use it then as an armor.
Got a built-in codpiece. Anyways, Anke.
This, hard no. Hard. I don't give a shit what scenario. That is the hard no.
I can't get with this one. This is a pass.
It's the,
Even I can't come up with a scenario where this works out.
no.
Hey,
Just-
we have our
just
first
sharp-
major agreement.
Sharp
everyone's
chitinous
all like,
plates, acid spray, no.
Yeah, that is a giant bug. That is a hard, absolutely not at all.
Okay.
Oh, it gets even better. It doesn't. This is another one.
Easier.
Sorry, I moved down. I'm going to say hard pass on that one, and it is due to the fire hair.
Do I get a potion of fire resistance?
Let's find out. You ready?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that would go too, because
Okay, what'd you get?
That's a 4.
oh, two. Sorry. That's
Okay.
a 15. I got a 15 on it.
Okay, Joel, you absolutely procure yourself some protection for the night. Ben, not so
I
much.
have read, I'm going to be honest, I've read a shitload of stories about people banging at freaks, and it always turns out with them getting a wish. So, yeah, let's do this.
Ben, not so lucky. You've got two options. You can either revoke consent, or you could just, like, try it, without having to interact with the head. You know what I'm saying? You put a paper bag on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I'm not afraid of the head. I'm more worried about burns on my dick. So, I mean, if we're talking there's no burn possibilities in the nether regions, then yes, I'm going to go for it. This thing's not made of fire. It just has a head of fire.
yeah, it's got a heated body, so you know it's really, like, warm.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Like,
Me and Brian know what's up.
moving along. Banshee.
Smash.
Now this thing can detect your life. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm,
it
mhm.
knows how full of life you are, Joel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's why I'm avoiding. No, absolutely not. No.
Come on, guys. We've seen ghosts. We've seen Ghostbusters. Come on.
That was.
Come on.
You're not gonna go for that corrupting touch.
Hold on.
No?
I'm not. I'm only arguing because of the detect life. Like, I'm not. I don't really want to be in the middle of the moment, and she's like, "Hold on." Like, oh, she screamed. I guess I'm gonna not make it through this.
It's only 5.
I don't need. I don't need that kind of.
I mean, she just knows everything alive within 5 miles. So
Is that what it says? I'm
That's what
looking at
detect
it.
life
Does it
is.
say-
magically sense the presence of creatures up to 5 miles away that aren't undead or constructs.
Yeah, but any way you look at it, just a sudden scream that something's at the end of its life. How about you? It's gonna ruin the mood.
When's that? There was that in the thing. Like she just knows where it is. That doesn't mean she goes for the whale right away.
That's
Not to mention,
And she
if you read the
also-
description if you read the description of the whale, it says that the banshee releases a mournful wail, provided they aren't in sunlight. So all you have to do is make sure it's a daytime baby.
Yep. Smash.
on this one. I am throwing common folklore into this one as well to be like, nope. I am deviating from the monster manual and moving into Celtic folklore to be like, absolutely not.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then I suppose we'll go into like French folklore when we get to the Tarrasque.
Yep. We're gonna move right past the Basilisk too, which is the next one.
I mean, it could make you rock hard.
I hate you, Ben. I hate you so much.
I mean, it's adaptable.
Are you arguing?
No, I'm gonna pass too.
Lizard.
I'm gonna pass.
just for context, when I presented this whole scenario before my wife, she said to me specifically, these were her words. She goes, "If I were gonna like do that, and I'm not saying I'm going to, but if I were to like jump onto your stream and play with you guys, I would need a monster manual in my lap so that I know exactly which one of these things are evil, because I will only smash evil."
That sounds like Sam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say pass on this one.
I'm still gonna hard pass this thing. That's oh wait, we're gonna follow up with a second hard pass on that one.
I'm gonna say this one. This one's a maybe because I feel like they could do some. They could do some. They could do.
When it's character ability, then that's why you're like, I like this.
Yeah. Also, I feel like it could do some pretty magical things with that lightning energy.
Well, okay. Yeah. Joel, are you saying that you don't like the sound of abilities like constrict and swallow?
Nope. No, I do not. See, because they take on a huge... No, again, we have to take the qualities of what is written in the Monster Manual. Definition, huge monstrosity. It's just fucking massive. And it's a little bit different if it's like a human-sized thing that's like, I can constrict and swallow. You're like, yeah, you can. This thing's probably 20 feet long. Like, I'm going to say no to wanting to bang the school bus with lightning breath.
Well, we'll agree to disagree.
All right, you can sit there with your massive confidence and think like you're...
Okay, all right. You know what? I'm going to present the next scenario for you, Joel. You can tell me whether or not, like, because we're getting to the good stuff here, okay?
Oh, my
we're
God.
Talking beholders. Now, okay, we all know beauty is in the eye of the beholder, okay? So, like, don't even fucking...
So horrible!
Which we all know, okay? Like, look at... you can't look at that. You cannot look at that and tell me with all that magic energy, all of that, like... It's got all those different rays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is more like, does it want to? Because you're going to do whatever.
Everything's got full consent, Joel.
Yeah, this thing has 100. This thing is down. Okay, like it's looking at you with that number 6 ray. You know what I'm saying? That telekinetic ray. It's looking at you like
with the charm ray, number 1.
Yeah.
No, number 6. Number 6.
The slowing ray. No. They could make that orgasm last for so long.
Ben, the way you jump into this is making me question you as a person right now. Like, your ability to jump into this stuff, I'm like, I know, look at you differently.
You're just feeding it, right?
That's the whole point.
The more that you go against it, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm just going to say right now, it doesn't matter what you choose, you're not going to make it through this one. So...
I'm going to say smash.
Yeah, I know you would.
I feel like those tentacles could do some real good loving. I would stay away from the mouth, though.
Well, it only has eyes for you, so don't worry.
Perfect.
It's horrible. That was absolutely horrible. I, shockingly, am going to not smash and try to stay away from...
Okay. You're not going to go for the pure clout of this? You're not going to come back to Earth and be like, I banged a beholder?
I feel like if you would have been like, hey, you are a barbarian, you're trying to, like, all of that would pass. If I come back to Earth, like this Earth, like Naperville, and go to work, what are we doing? I fucking beholder. They'd be like, shut up, nerd, get back to work.
I mean, I feel like those tentacles would be very dexterous. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna say, Ben, that nobody is gonna be like Ben's so much cooler that he dicked out a giant floating head with a bunch of tentacles.
Okay, see, here's the thing. Here's my problem with that, Ben. Okay, because like it's a beholder. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's gonna.
I want to point out a couple things in my decision while Ben's like busy just swallowing or sucking out all the tentacles. That One of them, number 2, paralyzing ray. So he paralyzed him. 2, 3, fear ray. So right now you're paralyzed and terrified. Then 4, you're no longer paralyzed, but slowing ray. So you're moving at like.
See, my assumption with all of these, Joel just assumes that these monsters. Joel just assumes that all of these monsters want to do damage. I'm assuming that they want to give me the best time possible.
Just saying. So in your just taking a journey over its eye beams. First one, charmed. You're like, hell yeah, this is the greatest thing ever. Paralyzed. You are no longer able to move. Then terrified of what's about to happen to you. And then you're slow, so it's taking forever for it to happen. Then enervation ray. You are jazzed up and like, woo! This is the best thing ever. Telekinetic. You can't move. Sleep ray. You fall asleep in the middle of the act. Petrification. Not happy you fell asleep in the middle of the act. It turns you to stone and then disintegrates a part of you and then you die. That's taking the eye beams.
We're saying
none of that. That sounds like a need to be
so
hospitalized
Joel,
for psychosis.
you're assuming that this thing wants to kill me. In our scenario, this thing doesn't want to kill me. It just wants to have some fun. So, like, he's not going to use the death rays on me. He's not going to use the ones that cause me harm. He wants a lover.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Some people are into the paralyzation, so, like,
I mean,
unless
yeah.
you do it, okay? Like,
maybe it'd be fun.
but, here's the thing. I don't think you're going to be getting much action out of those, like, eye stalks because it's a beholder. It likes to watch. Okay?
Well, yeah.
You guys so much. This all of that thinking. I feel like I just want to watch you beat it. I hate it.
Oh,
I got it.
Oh, we're skipping past all the other beholders?
Yeah. We're going straight to the blights here.
No, we're gonna haze out on the death tyrants and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've already established our baseline for beholder. I think that's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't need to ask you about, like, each individual animated object. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can, skip a couple here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're talking blights now, okay? Do you love Mother Earth? Do you want to make love to Mother Earth?
So I'm going to skip on the needle and twig blights, but I think the vine blight intrigues me.
What do you think, Joel? We're talking, maybe some vine action here.
Just pass.
Like, Ben, you're not allowed to come to my house anymore. I'm going to say hard no, because they're plants.
Okay.
It says right here they root in soil, so I mean, like, no, that's weird.
You're not into, like,
no, I've never looked at a plant and was like, I'll bang it.
Okay. Then we're going to bugbears.
Okay. I'm going to say that, again, assuming them as a race, I'm going to say that bugbears, it could be a night of heavy drinking that goes bad.
That's as close as we're going to get to a smash. I'm going to say smash.
No, you know that it's still you realize the big difficulty in this whole thing is going to things wildly non-human, and I have yet to be attracted to any non-human thing. You'd be like, so you're asking me to go way outside of my characteristics, and I'm like, this isn't a world where we have a bunch of other bangable races. So
if you get drunk enough, the bugbear might just look like a really hairy lady.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I said it could be a drinking session that goes bad.
And I mean that, like, 10-foot reach. Come on.
Joel's not a furry. Okay, that's fine. That's cool.
No, you're finding out very quick all of Joel's interest. Banging weird stuff, not up there. And pretty much
Joel
focused.
is vanilla. Joel is vanilla confirmed. Got it.
Yeah. Joel is boring. Ask literally anybody in my past. They will be like, super boring.
That's okay. Don't worry, Joel. I got something coming up for you now. Okay. Yeah.
No, that's Ben's target.
I'm gonna say pass on this one because there's nothing that I can see with this that I can rationally say is.
You can't say that it's.
I mean, they don't have any.
Muzzle.
They don't have any fun abilities.
Thing.
They're just sharp edges and claws.
Oh, okay. But yeah, you'll fuck a creature made out of vine.
Yeah, it could be good.
Bullywog.
That's a frog, dude.
That is a frog.
That is a frog. A
I
bullywog.
don't know. If we assumed that, like, the Aarakocra has, like,
evil frogs. Not even. They're neutral evil frogs. They're like the worst kind of evil frogs.
Oh man, that tongue though.
Shut the fuck up. No, like just Joel the person didn't even know these things existed. Like, what? This is terrible.
Okay, so Cambia.
Yeah, smash.
I'll smash.
Okay. Carrion
I'm gonna have to
Crawler.
stay with Sam on this one. Like, I'm pretty sure we're
No,
we're staying
I'm
on
gonna-
Cambion right now. I'm thinking the Cambion crawlers. I mean, like, you're looking into free demon territory. Like, they're gonna be the ones that are gonna bring it in a way that you're like, I didn't know it could be this way. Carrion crawler, absolutely not. It is a thing that eats flesh. No.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass on Carrion Crawler as well.
Not to mention it's also large, so it's like bigger than a horse. So I don't care what scenario you put in front of
Well,
me.
it's
I
funny
will
when you
judge
see what's
whoever's-
coming up after Carrion Crawler, Joel.
Oh yeah, Centaur.
I feel like that would be one that you would want to do just to be like, see how your game is.
Yeah, I mean,
You're like,
I think,
give it a go.
yeah, I'd smash this one.
Yeah, you'd take a ride.
I'd take a ride.
I don't know, like, if it's like, since I'm horribly allergic to horses, like, I don't know.
I mean, you regret it, but you might enjoy it at the time.
I'm just thinking, like, I might give it a go for bragging rights, but, like...
Poor Mr.
I'm also
Hands.
still breathing. So...
Poor Mr. Hands.
Are we on the Chimera now?
Oh yeah.
It's a hard pass. That's
I'm gonna say with Chimera, there's too many potions that have to load up to avoid any kind of damage. So I'm gonna say no to the Chimera.
That's why accessibility of potions, not 4 different heads.
I mean, that could be fun, but I'm just saying, like, I've got to worry about poison. I've got to worry about fire. I gotta worry about too much other stuff.
Where do you see like poison?
Oh, I was thinking about the classic Chimera.
Yeah, no. I mean, like, you look at this thing in the
It
DM.
has the snakehead tail.
It does not have the snakehead tail. You're right, Joel. I was thinking about classic. Classical mythology, Chimera had a snake for a tail.
Yeah,
I am just going to point out that, Ben, your first reason of saying no is not that it's a dragon, goat, lion.
Well, if I have preparation, if I have prep time,
I just like how your idea being like, no, I don't want to do it. Not because this is like a wildly, like, not. So you're telling me, like, you would look at a dragon.
I'm assuming from the point.
Like, do you breathe fire? And they're like, yeah. You're like, oh.
I'm going from the persona that the Ben that we're talking about that is smashing or passing is a complete degenerate. That is my persona right now.
So not that different than actual Ben then.
I mean,
All right, moving right along.
Pass.
You sure there's not a potion or a weird trinket to make you want to bang Cthulhu's little brother?
Too much chitting. I don't like the pincers.
That's what it is.
Pass.
Too much chitting, but the face tentacles, you're like, booyah. Let's get into it. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna be passing on quite a few of these.
Cloaker.
Yeah, that's it. Also, it's another pass.
I mean, it does have moan.
I don't give a fuck what it has. And also, it's also just a large fanged wing.
Yeah, but also
not loving it. Nope.
it has damage transfer, so you can like go as hard as you want, and it's like, oh yeah, whatever, man.
I'm also going to say pass on this one.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. You're not going to be turned on by like false appearance or multi-attack or damage. You know. Perfect.
Again, this is not. This one does not have anything that I could see being a thing. Pass. I'm gonna pass on this one.
The cockatrice?
Cockatrice?
Yeah, it's a chicken.
That is a nice cockatrice.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a chicken.
I like how that was a thing. Yeah, it's a chicken. I don't fuck chickens, but giant serious bird people. Hell yeah.
Moving on.
Okay. Joel, I think we might finally get to something monstrous that you might actually go for. Okay.
I'm looking at it being like, I'd ride it around, but I don't know about penetrating it.
It has changed
the thing
shape.
has changed shape.
I'm going to go smash on this one. It can change shape. It's got constrict.
I don't know about where your joy of
It's lawful good. I feel like it'll be a fun time.
I'm going to go with it. Like,
You can't lie.
Specifically in the humanoid. I feel like that would be a good time. But I feel like afterwards, when it shows me what it really looks like, there will be a serious moment of what the fuck happened.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Because it has the spell for detect thoughts. Okay, so it knows what you want. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm going with it. I'm going to be like, probably.
It's got some lesser restoration. It's got some greater restoration.
Dude, you can create water if you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
That's the grossest use of that spell I've ever heard. That is the single... I like how we have, inadvertently, I did not want to do this topic. I was like, absolutely didn't want to. But now, in being 3 letters of the alphabet into the Monster Manual, we now have a complete dichotomy of me being like ultra prudish to Ben being like, is it alive? Yeah, fuck it. Like, we have a complete dichotomy scale of one who is constantly shocked by everything, myself, and Ben being like, if it breathes, it breathes. You know.
Okay. Because I'm presenting, I can't be biased. You know what I'm saying? I can't be all like yes or no on either one. But what I will say is that I love all my monsters equally. Okay.
Yeah. What I will say is Ben's a pervert. All right, where are we at now? I like being
We're at the crawling claw. Hey, Joel, hand job.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this would be one of those things, like in the Dark Knight, where you're like,
"Hey, thing, get over here."
How about a magic trick?
You know what? I'm a little worried about the claws. I think it'd be pretty cold and clammy. I'm gonna pass.
Smash. That's what. No, you're gonna smash. You know you were.
No, I said I was gonna pass.
Like, yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
You're not gonna be like, do I have a warming gel in my hand?
No, I'm gonna pass.
Also, I've never had the fantasy of like wanting thing from the Addams Family to whack anything up.
You can probably find one of it right now.
I've got bad news for you guys who want to pass. It has turning immunity.
So.
No. Okay, moving along.
Oh my god.
Cyclops.
I watch Futurama. I would go with the
smash. I'm gonna go with the smash. I'd burn Leela.
Yeah. Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's it.
Not Cyclops, but like that's a hard 100%. Whatever that is thing. Like
little worried about Crush. So I'm gonna pass as well.
Kills you.
What?
That's literally a shadow that killed you. Like the Dark Mantle. That's like no.
Yeah, this thing clings to cavernous walls and it like drops down and it folds over you, and you're all like, I could maybe get into this.
What?
I'm gonna pass on this one. The crush
I'm gonna
scares
do
me a little bit.
on this one. Yeah. This literally is like getting into like Lovecraftian nightmare.
I mean, it's got a crush on you. It does have a
No, still don't like it.
So then we're going over to the Death Knight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say pass on this one, mostly because judging from looking at its hand in the picture, it's a skeleton, and there is nothing. It's like plate mail. It's like plate mail, and nope.
I'll also go pass on this one. I don't see any redeeming qualities that I'll be like, yep.
All right. Well, then we'll go over to the Demi-Lich.
No redeeming
Again,
qualities that I'm like, yeah.
Skull. I don't think it has any soft edges that would be very fun to employ.
No, I'm gonna agree. Demi-Lich should never be a source of erotic.
Here's where the fun starts, Joel.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. We're talking about demons.
All right, how are we gonna tackle this one?
Okay. You know what? We'll just go over the.
The lords.
You can. Baylor. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
You
Maybe.
Point me.
Yeah, no.
Can I make a case? Can I?
All right,
Can I make
I'll hear your case.
Yeah, do the Balrog.
You shall not pass.
Oh,
Fucking pervert, man.
I'm in. You've made your case. I smash.
I know you did, pervert. You shall not pass.
You win this round, Ballard.
Yeah, you will do the Balrog. I'm gonna pass hard on the Bulgara.
But it's a lady Balgura.
Shit.
Not digging the fist?
No, not digging the fist. I don't know anybody who's ever been like Fisto. Perfect.
I've known some girls who are into the fist.
Of course you have.
Well, I mean, I get around. Anyway.
Yeah.
Also, I don't like the reckless part of his description, so I'm going to pass. Because I'd be worried about him hurting me, or hurting me in the throes of passion.
It is reckless. Let's be honest,
They're all demons. They're all reckless. We're going to go right to the cast.
I'm gonna pass and pass.
Yeah, I don't like mosquitoes, let alone a gigantic one.
Now, here you go. It's like Goro, but it's like upper arms are like lobster claws.
Oh, we're going past the Dretch. We skipped the Dretch.
Yep.
I'm going to go also, having never fantasized or fetishized Glopple from He-Man, I'm going to go with probably no. And I don't give a fuck that it's got two smaller arms, Benjamin.
I was about to say pass as well, so...
No, you're going to be like, it's got human-sized hands. It can at least give you a handy because you're a pervert.
I don't know, Ben. Are you into the whole power word stun?
I was looking at the spells and I didn't find anything interesting.
Oh, okay. All right, moving along.
Again, don't see anything interesting with the spell list here.
Okay, well, he's not into the gore. That's okay. That's fine.
Nope. I'm thinking we're just going to...
I'm going to avoid the stench.
Okay. But are you going to go with the, like...
I mean, this I can get behind.
This one I feel like of all the demons that we've looked at so far, this one would be more likely to be like, let's give it a go.
Yep,
not digging the tail, but
I'm gonna smash on this one.
I'm going to entertain the idea. Like if I had to go through the abyss and be like, which one are you going to try to get with? This would be my choice.
I'm just looking at the abilities of these, pretty much. I mean, the snake lady, I can do that.
I mean, we're not talking like I'm not sneaking out of the house at any point in time to go do this. Like this is, but this is like if I must, I must.
Okay. So I'm gonna just assume.
I'm gonna pass.
With a big hard no.
I'm gonna pass on this one. I don't see anything that that tickles my fancy.
Are we in the
Neither for the closet.
Yeah, no. Plus they're like the size of a cat, so that's also weird.
Shadow Demon then?
You know,
I feel like this would be
Lady Shadow Demon. I could see. I'm gonna say smash on this one.
I'm gonna sadly agree with Ben on this and feel like they could be quite interesting. Not this one, obviously, but a Lady Shadow Demon. I feel like I could go with.
Well, they have light sensitivity, so you got to do it in the dark. You know, they don't.
That's
let
it.
the light-
You don't have to see it.
Anyway. Then you'd have no idea anyway.
How
All
about
right.
I feel
Brock?
like we should have
Does
just
Rock-
rolled ourselves up some super horny barbs and just been like, go for it.
Vrock, I'm
Well, I
gonna
feel like if
say.
we were doing that, then like everything would just be a smash, and it wouldn't be fun.
I'm gonna say pass on the Vrock.
Joel, you going for the Rock?
No, I don't even know why if Ben passed on. Why you think I'm gonna go?
Okay, well, you know what? Let's just jump straight to the
You're
devil.
not gonna go to the yacht club? Come on, Benny. You're gonna
hey,
Black Street?
Yaklal. Hey, why'd you skip the Yaklal?
Okay,
I
all
mean,
right,
it's,
all right, there you
it's
go.
a hard pass, but
I mean, shape changer. It's got some spell casting stuff.
fuck, it turned into a female drow. Super smash.
I'm gonna smash. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna smash the Yaklal.
Yeah, only because it turns into a female drow. Like, it's like super fan of the dark skin, the white hair, dark skin. That'd be exotic as fuck. Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, it's
Go
devil
for it.
time.
Yeah, I mean, it's gross. It'll be gross the next morning where you wake up and you realize you just digged down a whack street, but, you know,
All
the
right,
morning is the time for regrets.
come on over to the devil. Get the barb devil. What are you thinking?
I'm gonna say
No.
pass on the barbed.
Barbed, no.
Smash the bearded. We're assuming a lady bearded, so I'm gonna smash the bearded.
Joel?
I just accidentally got out of this, so you're gonna have to work with me for a second.
That's fine. That's fine.
No, that's a hard pass on both.
Oh, okay. So then, how about this? Do you want to get boned?
I'm gonna
we're
pass the bone. Pass boning the boned. Too many spikes.
Joel, how about you?
He already said pass.
Oh, okay. Chain devil. Okay,
It's time to
you guys
get
like a
kinky.
Yeah, we're talking like, you know.
I'm
feeling
smashing the
like your body
chain
on it.
devil. Come on.
Yeah, Chain Devil.
Come on, animate chains.
like-
Come on. It's got some stuff it could provide.
What are you like a devil pimp right now? Like you're pushing way too hard. You're like, come on, do it. All right. Well, no. Now I want to smash nothing so that Ben's creepy voyeuristic ways is just completely stifled. All right, hold on. Now I'm getting down to the devils because now they're in there. We're a chain devil. Yeah, I could go with the female chain devil.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, I feel like that would be more like they'd be I'd find out quickly they're like in an uncomfortable level of BDSM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they're true fellas of BDSM, they're all about consent. So there's safe words
Yeah,
and
true.
everything else going on.
True. And they're gonna be like, God, this guy is boring. They're like, it's terrible.
So Aaron, yes, smash.
Yeah, that's another one. They look like that's part of their portfolio is smashing.
Yeah.
Horn devil. Are you guys horny?
I'm gonna
That
pass
was
on
a
the
terrible.
horn
That
devil.
was a terrible joke. You should feel bad for that one.
You know, sometimes it's a give me. It's, you know.
I'm gonna pass on the horny one. I'm gonna pass on the icy one, especially since it's a bug.
Oh, I don't know. The horn devil one, like you gotta sit and take the journey. and what the female would look like.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're saying.
A fair number of animes with that character
Yeah.
specifically has it, and I'm like, that might be a go for it. The male version, absolutely not, but I feel like I've watched enough succubus hentai to be like, that's worthwhile.
Okay, well, how about the imp then? It's a shape
No.
changer, Joel.
Yeah, it's the size of a cat. No. And that is limited only by the fact it can only turn into tiny things.
That is.
But it could turn into a tiny lady.
You're a disgusting person.
Okay, so I'm assuming that you guys can both kind of like probably pass on the Lemire.
You
Yeah.
don't know what it is. It's like a blob, right? Like a mold. Yeah, it's just a molten mass of blood. You sure you're not going to talk about soft edges there, Ben, and all that other weirdness? It's kind of. It's only soft edges.
I'm just reading the description. Yeah, there's nothing fun about this one.
You sure?
Yep.
Pit fiend.
I'm going to be honest. I think if the pitching's in the mood to smash, it's smashing.
Just for the clout? Yes.
Or is it?
Lady Pit Fiend. Smash time. Come
I don't
on.
know. The scaly legs are kind of terrifying.
You know it. Come
Okay,
on.
now just curious, if we are taking the adventurer, like, gaining clout, like, egging, mead hall tales, I would make an attempt.
All right.
But, I feel like it would end in disaster.
This
Fine,
would not end well. And I'm gonna, on that note, I'm gonna say pass on this one.
No, that's a horrible, horrible one right there.
And on that, I'm going to vote that we skip completely over the dinosaurs.
You sure? Sure you want to skip over the dinosaurs?
Yes. I'm going to pass on all of them.
But Ben, life finds a way.
I
Dun, dun,
I'm gonna pass.
dun, dun.
Alright. I'm gonna pass on all the dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm gonna join on the passing on the dinosaur, and I'm gonna go right to passing on the displacer beast as well.
I'm gonna smash.
Yeah, that you weird. You don't even like cats. Like, how are you? Like, you're like, I don't like dogs or cats, but you see like a displacer beast, it's a giant two-legged cat. You're like, fuck. Fucking tear it up.
I'm just gonna say tentacles and the
No,
displacement
no.
thing could be fun.
Absolutely not.
I mean, Joel's gonna jump right on to the next one.
Jumping right on over to the next one. How about some doppelganger? Okay.
Yeah,
so Joel,
I feel
Joel?
like with their ability to change it all over the place, that I'm suspecting in my real life I may have banged a doppelganger sometime.
Here's the deal, Joel. You don't just get the doppelganger. The doppelganger looks like your wife, so that you can have a threesome with your wife.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I would already.
100%.
All
Yeah,
right.
absolutely.
How about some Draco?
But halfway
No.
through it,
Oh, we're in
Yeah,
dragons now.
no, and it's the undead dragon.
No to Dracolich.
You sure?
Yes.
Sure.
What about-
Sure.
What about the shadow dragons?
You know what? The same way I did with dinosaurs, I will pass on all the dinosaurs, but I will smash all the dragons.
I'm gonna agree because they all have that polymorph to turn into whatever the hell they want.
Who said anything about that part?
I don't give a fuck about what your reasoning is. I'm literally just gonna say that's a clout one. That's one you would do
That's a
just to
clout
tell
fight.
everybody about it.
So we're
I
just
mean,
gonna
yeah.
skip through the dragons section and say we'll smash all the dragons.
When the red dragon looks at you and says yes,
And you're like, well, I guess I'm in.
Yeah, I feel the dragon would look at you and go, now, not yes. I know consent is implied here, but I feel like the Red Dragon's version of consent would be very different.
Okay, so at this point, I do have to pause for a quick second here because there
We
was
only
an
got 10
interesting
minutes
point
left, though,
raised.
Deuce, just so you know. So we gotta let's pick some honorable mentions or agree
yeah.
because I feel we could keep going with this ludicrous exam. This one turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
I think we need to finish the D's, and then we can move on.
See what you did
Oh,
there.
I see how it is. Ben wants to finish the D's. Got it.
Never left a D unfinished. Quote, Ben.
All right, what-
on the Nerds of Legend site. I've never finished a D. Ben.
We need to make some T-shirts or something.
June 29th, 2022. Ben Reed. Never finished the D.
All right.
Okay, so
No,
wait.
we haven't finished the D.
Dragon Turtle, I'm a little scared of.
You said every dragon though. I mean,
That's
it's not
true.
necessarily.
That's
You
true.
did say every dragon.
I did say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
It's misinterpreted as a small island. So what I'm getting right now is you're just gonna go to the beach and like
Stick my dick in the sand.
just stick it in the sand and be like, I've owned this land. Well, you're a
So, like, I know dragon turtles are classified as dragons, but they also don't have any dragon-like ability. They don't have, like, any of the magic to go along with the dragon stuff.
yeah, but you said that you
You?
wouldn't even care about like them, being able to
They
shape
do
different
have
or something.
breath. They have a breath weapon. Dragon turtles have a breath weapon. They are legitimate dragons. It's not as magical. But I would definitely categorize a dragon turtle in the same
Yeah,
category.
I
as a
think
dragon.
Ben's trying to cop out on this one. I think
No, he
realized-
is trying to cop out. You
But
said
let's let the dice decide. Would Ben smash the dragon turtle?
well,
It's a 9, so it's a little on the borderline.
Okay. So the dragon
Oh,
turtle isn't
19
exactly
for the
satisfied with
apparently I'm going to work. No, I would definitely not because it's a turtle.
Well, how about a drider then? Are you a
Ooh.
leg man?
Oh, I
Are
hate
you-
these things. No, I knew.
Smash.
It's the spider thing. I don't give a damn what the rest of it is. Like, gross. Like, sorry.
Well, I
Smash.
think
And
that you would.
I'm actually expanding it to even like the over-sexualized anime versions of shit like
I was
this.
gonna say, like, have you
No.
not seen Monster Musume? Because, I mean,
Yeah, alright, no, it's the spider legs. That's gross.
So- Am I hearing that you would want to smash in a different way then?
no,
Like,
no,
is
I
it
would
smash or is it like smash?
No, it is like flea. It is like
Run.
because remember we are still going with the size characteristics, so it
True,
is
true.
still monstrous. So it's not like I see a tiny like spider size, half person spider. This is a monstrous, huge.
what if they have
one.
a
So,
really big ball gown, so it could look like they're on stilts?
Yes, it only looks like it's on stilts. Completely ignore the giant badonkadonk it had.
Man, like Victorian ball
So
gown.
I feel your junk has overtaken your thinking, and the sheer display of this would be mass. No, you pervert.
Okay, so we're moving on to the dryads then.
Absolutely,
Smash.
100%. I'd even do the one in the picture. Like,
Yep. That's
I like
smash.
how you absolutely passed on the whole like blight thing, but you're like dryads 100%.
but the dragons don't look like they're not covered in thorns. This one looks like she's walking down a runway, not covered in thorns. And the other ones were poisonous thorn.
I don't know if that was described.
What? There's one called
They did have the vine,
yeah. This one, I mean, for God's sakes, this one can even give you a good berry. You're like, I don't know. After all of this banging, I would really like I would really like to have something to eat. She's like, I got you. Nope, it's a good berry.
All right, then. Moving to the last of the D's, we got the Duragar.
Let's smash.
Yeah, the girl, I don't know. Like,
Lady Duragar? You wouldn't smash a dark lady dwarf?
I feel like they would be the ones that if you don't do it right, they would smash you. But yeah, I'd give it a go.
And they can enlarge, so I mean, if you're thinking size categories,
No,
you know,
no, medium humanoid, that would put us same level, so.
Yep.
All right, well, that is the end of the D's.
I feel because we are 4 minutes till 6:30, which is stop time, we should probably
Shout
take
our
back
stuff
to the
out.
East.
So that Joel has the time to take a very hot shower before he goes to work.
Hot shower. Yeah. I'm gonna need to scrub off all of this shame. I will be honest, I was rather opposed to this whole thing, but it was entertaining and illuminating in the fact of people that I formerly associated with finding out their sexual deviance.
Ben's just over here smashing on everything.
It's over there. Nothing is safe in his house. Like, I will never sit on any of your furniture, Ben.
It's like wrapped in that plastic, like the moving
Right,
plastic.
I'm just
It's
waiting for you to, like, minutes.
So,
Know it.
on that note, just so everybody watching knows, and we'll put a post on our various pages, we're going to be taking a break next week due to just various unavailabilities, and we haven't taken a break since December, so we're wanting to take a little chance to like sort of reassess where we're wanting to keep going with the podcast in terms of planning and all that stuff. So we will not be streaming next week, and that was all I wanted to announce. Anybody else?
The week after, we will be coming back to Mondays with a brand new book review. And
we will be reviewing Akatar, A Court of Thorn and Roses, and we will be once again joined with Missy, and we have a special guest who will be joining us.
Okay, and then of course we have our D&D. Not next Wednesday because we're taking that week off, but the Wednesday after we'll be coming back to D&D on that following Wednesday. If you want to catch up with any of our stuff, you can go to our YouTube channel, which is where we have pretty much everything uploaded. But you can also find us on various podcasting forums, again, like Spotify or I believe we're on the Apple Store, yeah?
We're on the Apple Store, Google Podcast. We are Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Anchor, as well as a few other ones. Like there's a
Where
lot
else you
that
can
we
find
have.
your podcasts.
Yeah, wherever you find your podcasts.
All right, and as always, I want to thank my friends for joining me. Joel, I can't believe you would bring Victor on here and not tell me that he has not yet heard about Tabletop Loot. How could you not have told him about Tabletop Loot just yet? I mean, you want to get him into like RPGs, right? He's gonna need dice. He's gonna need bare minimum 4 sets of dice every single month.
You're such a
Shipped
bad
out,
friend.
You know, beginning of the month from the
Failed
store,
him tonight.
$25 a month. It's just a good deal, man.
I don't know how you could be such a bad friend.
And you
Fucking
didn't
terrible.
even tell him that he can go to the website right now and put in the code NOL15 for 15% off any set of dice he wants in the entire store. It's maddening.
I will call him and apologize. It's truly bar monstrous what I've done.
It really, truly is.
So, Ben, go in the shame corner for your sexual deviancy. Joel, go in the shame corner for like...
Never go to the shame corner. Ben's in the shame corner. I can't do that. I no longer feel comfortable around Ben. He smashes everything. He sits there flicking his eyebrows like a freak. How come you've never played a bard? Like, all the times you've been playing
Haven't had the
D&D,
chance.
and Captain Purple over here never once is like, I'm going to be a bard.
I played Zeracos. I didn't need to be a bard.
Ghost just didn't wear pants. So,
he He used cock magic, for God's sakes.
Not exactly how it was, but
Close enough.
I think that was his focus. But
All right.
it's weird, but enjoyable. I would be okay if we never do it again. But
He is not looking forward to
But we're
finishing up
gonna.
through these.
yeah, no, I would gladly not continue this. But if the gods have taken the decision out of my hands and decide that this is
Okay,
I will
well,
enjoy it anyway. It was enjoyable.
to finish this out then, what I will say is
No,
that
we can
if
finish it
you,
on.
if you, the audience, decide that this is the content you want to see, email us. Send us a request to get Joel back here to do this again.
To make me uncomfortable.
If you like seeing him
that email,
squirm,
so it's you're gonna. What is?
I mean,
the
let's be
Talk
real.
Nerdy email?
Tweet us, email us, whatever.
But for Talk Nerdy emails, what's the email for that one?
it's NOL talknerdy@gmail.com.
Yeah, that is the email for Talk Nerdy topics.
That's right.
The
so
rest is nerdsoflegends@gmail.com for any other not Talk Nerdy related comments or questions or interests.
If
But
you
if it
want to
is-
see this again, send us a tweet. Send us something so that Joel can see it and be like, well, shit, I guess I have to.
Not even. Why are you guys trying to get me to be like, yes, please do that?
No,
'Cause
I'm
it
not
was
trying to
fun.
get you to do it, but the audience might.
Yeah, they might.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
I have no
And
control over my own decisions now.
No control.
thanks, everybody. And we'll
Thank
see
you
you
for
again
joining
on
us.
July 11th. Bye-bye.
See you later.